Whether you're thinking about buying a home or selling a home,
Trish Sales ATL can help.
with the current Atlanta real estate market, buyer and seller opportunities are better than ever.
Thank y'all so much, but I'll take it from here. Sellers, this is your market. It's time for you to get off of that fence and put your home on the market and get it sold to my buyers who are waiting for you to list your home. I'd love to earn your business, so please give Trish a call at Keller Williams Realty Buckhead, 404-604-3800, or text or call 404-819-4495. Please also visit my website at TrishSalesATL.com. Let's talk about how I can assist you with achieving your real estate goals and making your dreams a reality.
List your house with our mommy at TrishSalesATL.com.
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. I know I'm on a little late today, but kind of in between appointments, so please forgive me. I wanted to make sure that I got on this live right now so that we could chat a little bit about real estate. Like I said, I'm kind of in between appointments. I had the opportunity to go and speak this morning, so I'll tell you guys all about it. For those of you, this may be your first time tuning in. Who is this girl? Why am I watching this? I am Trish L. Myrick with Keller Williams Realty Buckhead and a company called Trish Sales ATL. I've been in the business. Next month it'll be 13 years. I'm grateful to be here, and we talk all things real estate. I get you updated on the market stats, all of those good things. And so welcome. I need you guys to tag. I need you to like. I need you to share. I'm also on Instagram. So we are live on Instagram as well. My handle on Instagram is Trish Sales ATL. So if you are not following on Instagram, please do so. We are also on Twitter. Trish Sales ATL is my handle there. We have a YouTube page. It is Trish Sales Atlanta. So if you know somebody who is thinking about purchasing a home, selling a home, purchasing commercial land, purchasing commercial property, purchasing land, leasing commercial property, if you know somebody who's interested in anything that has to do with real estate, please tag them. Please like this video. Please share this video. Please share this video, y'all. Thank you guys so much for tuning in at noon on a weekday, on a Wednesday. I appreciate you guys, and we're gonna get right into it. So I have just left the Westminster School. I was actually speaking. Hey, Natalie, thank you so much for your support. I truly appreciate you. That's one of my clients. She's my past client. She's my support. She refers me to everybody that she knows, and I appreciate that, because in this business, we build relationships, y'all. So I definitely appreciate that. But I just left the Westminster School speaking to summer camp about, you guessed it, real estate, and not only real estate, but entrepreneurship, because essentially that's what it is. We are independent contractors. And with that being said, as an independent contractor, we own businesses. We're many businesses within our firm. So we thank you. I thank you for tuning in to me. My referrals are the lifeblood of my business, y'all. And with you guys tagging and liking and sharing and just sharing your experiences, that has been the lifeblood of my business. I would not have been able to last for the past 13 years if it was not for you guys. So I appreciate you. I am pulling up and if you can hear me, you can't hear me, let me know. I'm on my laptop and I'm in my office, y'all. So bear with me. If you can't hear me, put it in the comment section. I want to pull up our weekly update so we can take a look at that. If you can't hear me, it's kind of sketchy, you're having a hard time, let me know. I looked at I always rewatch my video because, I just want to make sure that you guys can hear me and it's a decent video. So if you can't, let me know in the comments. And I am typing in there. Hey Kim, thanks so much. I just met Kim Saturday, y'all, and she tuned in to my live. I am so appreciative. Thank you so much. We're on here every Wednesday at noon. And we're just talking about the real estate business, what's happening with it. I'm going to share my screen here shortly. I'm on my laptop, y'all. So typically when I do this, I have 3 monitors when I'm doing this. So it's a little bit easier to go from screen to screen. So bear with me as I pull up our weekly update. And so we are going to share. There we go. So this is the weekly update, guys, that I send out every week. So if you are not on our mailing list, guess what? I need you to get on it. If you are not on the mailing list, I need you to get on the mailing list ASAP so that we can add you on. I'm trying to figure out, oh, there are the captions. I need to put our email address up here. So if you're not on the mailing list and you want to be added to the mailing list, please email us at info@TrishSalesATL. We will add you to the mailing list so that you get this market update every week. How is the market? Well, this week we had about 200 new listings. We had 200 new listings to hit the market. We had 227 new contracts. So you see pending, when you see under contract, that is what that number is. The 227 is slightly smaller than last week, guys. And I just want to pull the number. We compare numbers every week. And again, I'm working on my laptop, so bear with me. But I do know the numbers are slightly smaller because when I pulled them up, I was like, oh. But it is getting towards like the end of the month. And so I'm certain that next week when we see the numbers, we'll see that influx. I may not be able to show this to you because like I said, I'm working on my laptop, but we're working it out. But for this week, for last week, we had 142 new listings to hit the market. We had 259 new contracts. Hold on for 1 second. 142 new listings. So we had slightly more this week. We had 259 new contracts. We had 227 this week. So that went down. And we had 84 closings. And this week we had 86. So I project that next week our numbers are going to be larger this week of the month. So it's busy. So that's why I'm running. I ran from one place. Like I said, I was speaking at Westminster. I ran to my office so that I could get on, and then I'll be headed to a closing as well. So just wanted to go through the market stats with guys, and we can keep pushing. And so if you can't hear me, drop it in the comments. If it's distorted, let me know. I am reading them as you guys are typing. And so the live from last week, a lot of great knowledge is always posted on our YouTube page. So you can go to our YouTube page, just search Trish Sales Atlanta. Please subscribe. When you subscribe, it notifies you when I upload a new video. So please subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can go on there, watch the video for last week. Lots of great information, y'all. I'm bringing it to you guys at the touch of your fingertips via your phone or your laptop or computer. So be sure to check that out. Our featured lender for this week is Lawrence Martin with Nexa Mortgage. If you need a copy of this, as a matter of fact, let me do y'all a solid right quick. I just thought about something. I'm gonna put this in the chat. Give me one moment to figure out how to do it. But I'm linking the chat so you guys can see it too, because I have links that are in the newsletter. Our mortgage provider is Nexa with Lawrence Martin, and he's the one that was talking about the incredible condo loans that they have. So I am putting the link in the chat on Facebook, Instagram. If you click on my bio, that link tree weekly real estate update, it's already there. All you have to do is click it. It's at the tip of your fingertips. Facebook, I just posted the link for you guys on there. So Lawrence was telling us some great information about conventional loans and about purchasing a condo. Y'all, condos are plentiful. So if you've been thinking about it, now I'm gonna tell you, condos have rental restrictions. And so once they reach a certain percentage, they're not useful unless you live in them for a little while. And so one thing that I suggested last week was if you purchase a condo, you just, once you purchase it, you live in it, because it has to be, most of them have to be owner occupied. That's why they're sitting on the market, because investors can't get them, right? So you live in a condo for a few years. While you're living there, put it on the rental list so that when it comes up, then the market has changed and you can go purchase a single family home. They're plentiful. I have a guy who is closing on his Buckhead condo today. So, you know, I just bring you guys the knowledge and the information. It's up to you guys to use it, but that's my professional recommendation. You know, if you don't have to have, you know, a huge home with a fenced in backyard and all of that, take advantage of the condos because they're plentiful. Yes, some of the HOAs, people say, oh my goodness, they're high. But if an HOA pays all of your utilities and the only thing you have to get is cable and, you know, your cell phone, I personally think it's a good deal. I mean, when I look at the utilities that I have to pay for my home, and when I start adding up the yard, the cleaning, the light bill, the gas, and all of that, it equals to paying an HOA. So, you know, my phrase is, if it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense. So we are grateful for that knowledge from Lawrence. And so this is my little GIF. It's closing week for the Trish Sales ATL buyers. Actually, two, we had to move one the bit. That's the nature of the business that we're in. Nigel is out running some errands for Trish Sales Atlanta. One moment. One scoop of the... Y'all, he getting some chicken salad chick. I'm gonna go ahead and keep it all the way real. And so I have not eaten today. I've been on go. So he is gracious enough to go and get some lunch for us. And I have to have my sweet tea and lemonade. Okay. So we got that done, but we had 3 closings scheduled for this week. One of them we had to get rescheduled. It might close this week, but that's the nature of the real estate market, y'all. It's ever changing. Every day it changes. It's something else that's needed, something else that we have to do. So we are celebrating with those that close. I had one family to close in Calhoun, Georgia on Monday. I'm so just happy for them. So shout out to my buyers who closed on Monday. Looking to another closing today. Okay, so sellers, you know it's your market. You know it's your market. So if you or someone that you know is interested in selling their home, please give me a call. I will have 2 listings that will go live in the morning. I have 2 listings that will go live in the morning. They are in 30331. They will be listed for $230,000. I will get that information in once I finish all of the things that we have to do today. But I do have 2 listings that will be hitting the market. Project that we will be under contract. Likely by the weekend, hopefully before we have it open up on Sunday. So we will see, but I'm certain that we will be under contract. We market our strategy just for pricing, and the information that we pull and the research will get you top dollar for your home. So as I said, if you're interested in selling your home, please, let's sit down and have a conversation. You can schedule your free seller consultation. You can reach out to me. You can call or text me 404-819-4495 so that we can schedule an appointment, or you can email us at info@trishsalesatl.com. I love the opportunity to work with you and get your home or your investment property sold. If you're an investor and you're trying to get top dollar for your investment, now is the time. Call, text me, 404-819-4495. And here is the meat about what we will be talking today. And this is the 10 commandments when applying for a mortgage. I can definitely send this to you if you send me a text or you email me. I can send this to you so that we can kind of talk about, the financial behavior when you are purchasing a home. So when you have a mortgage, you've been qualified for a mortgage, you have some do's and some don'ts before you have some do's and some don'ts of some things that you cannot do prior to you getting to the finish line. Okay. So there are some do's, there are some don'ts, and we're about to go over them right now. I call them the 10 commandments when applying for a loan. The very first one is, thou shalt not change jobs, become self-employed, or quit your job. That is the number one no-no, and here's why. Underwriters do what is called a verification of employment prior to issuing your clear to close. So if the information that you gave them on the mortgage application has changed and they have not approved it, that is going to be an issue when you get ready to try to close on your house. So when you've applied for one, do not change your job. If you maybe get a better paying job, that's something that you should communicate and run through your loan officer prior to you doing it when you are in the midst of applying for a mortgage and purchasing a home. The second do not, thou shalt not buy a car, truck, or van while you are going through the home buying process, y'all. I know, everybody wants to sell something, right? And you may want that new car, but you're not going to have anywhere to park it. So do not buy a new car, truck, or van. It changes your debt to income ratio. And what you may have been pre-approved for before, you may not be pre-approved for anymore. So guess what? Do not do that. Do not use your credit cards. This is our number 3. Do not use your credit cards or charge them excessively or allow your accounts to fall behind. When you do something negatively to affect your credit, when you apply for something new, the lender gets a ding ding. And when I say that, they receive an alert on your file that tells them that you've done something to alter the credit score that you applied with them. So you've done something. When you start applying for additional cards and all that stuff, you alter your credit score, you alter your debt to income ratio, and that could negatively impact you during your home buying process. And some people aren't able to purchase their homes because of this, y'all. So please, when it comes to this 10 commandments, I need you guys to really tune in. If you're thinking about purchasing a home, please, I will send this to you. If you email me, I'll send it to you. If you text me, I'll text it to you, 404-819-4495, so that you can have a reference point on what to do and what not to do when it comes to purchasing a home. And like I said, your financial behavior that you have to have while you are purchasing your home. Our number 4 is the money that you have set aside for closing, y'all. Stop dipping into that money. Don't dip into it, because guess what? You have to give an updated copy of your bank statement depending on how much time it was between the first one you gave and the second one. And so the underwriter is going to be a little perplexed when they're looking at your file like, well, why did they take this money out? Or don't dump a whole wad of money, cash, into your account, because the underwriter is going to ask for an explanation. They are going to ask for an explanation. So with that being said, thou shalt not spend money you have set aside for closing. Some things are just going to have to wait. Don't go out there trying to go to Home Goods and, oh, I want to pick this up. It's going to be so cute for the house. And then you're dipping into your closing money. Please don't do that, y'all. Please just don't do it. Okay, our number 5, we have 10 of them, y'all, so we're on 5. We're moving right along. Do not omit debts or liabilities from your mortgage application because the lender is going to find out. The underwriter, that's their job to dig deep and to go into your file to see and make sure that you're telling the truth. If you do not, that's potential mortgage fraud. They have that truth in lending law that works both ways. It works for the mortgage company, it works for the consumer as well. So if you intentionally omit and they can prove that you intentionally omitted that information, that's considered mortgage fraud, y'all. So please, the number 5, thou shall not omit debts or liabilities from your application. Number 6, which is one of my favorite ones. You know how you getting ready to buy a house and let's go to Rooms to Go. Let's go to American Signature Furniture. Let's go to Ashley. No, do not. I don't care if the interest rate is -0.00. Do not go buy any furniture. Do not apply for furniture credit, y'all. Please don't do it. Please do not apply. Do not buy. Don't take your clothes and money to buy furniture. Do not do it, y'all. Don't. Please don't. Do not go buy any furniture. I know you're excited. Listen, I get it. You're excited, you're ready to move, but you don't want to impede your move by going out there to spend money unnecessarily or opening up another credit account. And then the underwriter is going to be looking at you crazy. And then the lender is going to be looking at you crazy. And then I'm going to be looking at you crazy because I know we would have went through this, the 10 Commandments. And I know that I told you because this is actually something that I am implementing with all of my buyers so that they know the financial behavior that they should have and maintain when they're purchasing a home. So number 7, thou shalt not originate any new inquiries into your credit. Don't just, you know how people say, oh, it's a soft pull. The lender can still see it. They can still see it. So do not originate any new inquiries into your credit when you are purchasing a home. When you've applied for that mortgage, you're under contract, you cannot have these type of financial behaviors, y'all. So I need you to hang in there. I often tell people, stop swiping your card so much too. If you know I spend with gas plus, my Starbucks, which I tell people to fast from Starbucks during the time that you are purchasing, just so you save some money so that you can see how much you're saving. But don't apply for it. Don't be swiping up your account. Like, take the money out that you use every week and spend it cash money. But do not apply. I don't care if they say, oh, it's just a soft pull. We're going to see it. Well, the lender's going to see it. I'm not going to see it, but they're going to see it. And then they're going to be saying, Trish, we have an issue. And so that's not conversations that they like to have. And it's not conversations that I like to have. Okay. And so number 8, and we kind of touched on this before, do not make any cash deposits into your account. If you get a glob of cash, y'all, please call your lender. Say, hey, I won the lottery. Okay. I won the lottery. I just hit the number for $3,000. And y'all, listen, to each his own. I don't play the lottery. I don't even know how. But it may be a scratch off. I do know how to scratch off a ticket. So if I win $1,000 and I know I applied for a mortgage, go to your lender. Hey, lender, I just want to scratch off for, $1,000. What should I do with this money? Because the thing about underwriters, they want to source where did that money come from? So let's say you just have a glob of money and they just, you found a duffel bag on the road and you picked it up, you didn't give it back, and now you got all this money. And then you try to drop it in your account. The underwriter is going to want to know where that money came from. So these are things that you should be in very close communication with your lender about. Your lender is not going to tell me anything without your permission. So the only thing that they can tell me is something that will affect the contract as far as a delay, but they do not go into detail with me about what's going on with you financially. And so my job is to assist you with making sure you have good financial behaviors as well, because it makes both of our jobs easier, right? And so that's why I'm going through the 10 commandments of when you're applying for a mortgage and when you're under contract. These are things that you cannot do. Those cash deposits, call your lender. Call your lender, say, hey, I just won the lotto. What do I need to do? How do I need to handle this? And they'll be more than happy to assist you with how to handle it, okay? Number 9, do not change or open a new bank account. One of the items that are requested from your lender, for those of you who may not know, is your W-2, your last 2 paycheck stub, your last 2 years tax return, and they want your bank statements of the money where you're going to use for closing, you're going to pay your earnest money from, you're going to pay your inspection from, you're going to pay your appraisal from. They want those bank statements. So if you take that money out of one bank and put it in another, it doesn't do anything but complicates your transaction. So sometimes it's a blessing in the wait. I can't say it any other way. Instead of you trying to move things around, and I know sometimes these businesses as consumers, things can get really, really annoying, y'all. Like I'm a real person, I'm a real person. I'm a real human person, right? And so I understand that, you're dealing with a bank, you don't like customer service, but I promise you, just wait till after you purchase your home, and then you can do whatever you want. If you say I'm no longer patronizing with them, that's fine. But during your real estate transaction, that is not the time to be in an uproar, start jumping up and down. Just hold your peace and say, you know what, I'm gonna do this after I purchase my home. I got my keys in my hand, and I'm taking all of my money out of that account or whatever. But just do not do it while you are under contract. And number 10. Now they got something in Proverbs that talks about this. But thou shalt not co-sign for a loan for anyone. Y'all, when you are purchasing a home, do not co-sign for anybody. Wait till afterwards. If you absolutely have to, wait until after you purchase your home. Do not do it during the process of you trying to purchase a home, because you're not going to do anything but impede and possibly negatively impact your closing. That's going to increase your debt to income ratio once again, because now you've taken on this debt that you did not initially disclose to the mortgage company when you did your application, because you didn't have it. So during the process, we can't have these financial behaviors because it impacts you purchasing a home. So yes, when you get ready to buy a home and you go under contract, you are kind of on lockdown. Your finances are kind of on lockdown, but you have to think about the end goal, which is you've purchased this home. And so, like I said, I have this as a post. I'm actually going to post it on tomorrow. So I have this as a post. I will have this as a post, but if you want to be able to save it to your phone, or you want me to email it to you, please email us please email us, and the email address is info@trishsalesatl.com. So please email us, or you can text me 404-819-4495, and I'll be more than happy to send you this 10 commandments on applying for a mortgage loan. Y'all, we got to have good financial behaviors. This is something that I am going to implement with my buyers. It's going to be a part of their buyer documents. So they can't say they didn't know, Trish told you. So even if, you missed it somewhere else, I want to make sure that you're armed with this information so that you will know the financial behaviors that you need to have when you are purchasing a home and you have applied for a home mortgage, y'all. We don't want anybody, getting in trouble because it's potential mortgage fraud. We don't want anybody losing their earnest money, because ultimately, when you make decisions like this, you risk your earnest money. You put your earnest money on the line when you risk and when you do things like this, because when you have to cancel that contract and it's not because of something that the seller did, you potentially put yourself in a position to lose your earnest money. And let me tell you, we don't lose earnest money. Point blank, period. That's something that we don't do. And we have layers of communication, documentation, where losing your earnest money should never be an issue. But if you do one of these things and put yourself in that position, then the responsibility and the accountability belongs to you. You can't come back and blame Trish, the lender, or the lender. It's going to be on you. So I'm more than happy to send this. Even if you're not ready to buy a home yet, but you've been thinking about it, you're getting yourself ready, I will be more than happy to send this to you. Send us a request via email, info@trishsalesatl.com, or you can text me, 404-819-4495. Buyers having a tough time getting under contract. I know y'all friends have been telling you, and people have been talking about, oh my goodness, these houses have 100 billion gazillion offers on it. I get it. I understand. So that's why we start testing out resources to help you. One of the resources is Ribbon. I just had a closing with them, y'all. So this is a resource only for pre-approved buyers. So that means that you completed a mortgage application and you have a pre-approval letter from your favorite lender. And so Ribbon is a resource to you and the lender to assist you with purchasing your home. They back the lender basically with cash. And then you guys agree on the particulars on you purchasing the home with your lender from Ribbon. It's an excellent program. It has helped a few of my buyers who are now under contract. So y'all, I don't come on here for my health. As your real estate expert and resource, I understand what the market looks like. And so it's my job to research different opportunities for you. And we have to be creative in this market. I mean, it is what it is. We're not going to put any sugar on it today. It is what it is. So I need you to listen. I need you to keep an open mind and understand that I'm looking at your best interest. I keep hearing the term appraisal gap, and I keep hearing people spending $20,000 and $25,000 over when you can utilize a resource with Ribbon, and the fee is roughly 2.4% of the purchase price. And so that's much cheaper than $25,000 over a list price. So that's my 2 cents on that. For some who have not yet gotten pre-qualified with a lender and they just want to purchase a home, they got some things going on with their credit, I have 2 other programs that will allow you to get into a home that you like and prepare to purchase it. They're lease purchase programs. They are called Divvy, and they are called Home Partners of America. They pretty much work the same, except Divvy, your credit score has to be a 550. For Home Partners of America, they want a FICO of 580. But both of these programs, I use these to get buyers in homes prior to Ribbon coming along. So you can also utilize Divvy and Home Partners of America if you're not able to pay that 2.4% fee with Ribbon. So we have resources for you guys to help you. And so much like when you're purchasing a home, Divvy wants your score to be 550. Home Partners wants a 580. They want to see your paycheck stub. So yes, you do have to be gainfully employed. Or you must have resources, income resources that will assist you in getting pre-approved. They are going to ask for your W-2, and this stuff is uploaded into their portal. I'll be more than happy to send that to you so that you will be able to utilize this as a resource, because I'm all about, yes, we have to be creative. We're in a market we've never seen before. We have to think outside the box, but let me help you guys, okay? So these are the 2 lease purchase programs that I have, Divvy and Home Partners of America. If you are unable, because Ribbon does come with a fee now, if you're unable to kind of get that cash together, then Divvy and Home Partners of America would be a resource to you. And so in the link, I actually put the link to this newsletter in the chat. So you can click on the different, like this one says, click here for more information on Divvy. You click there, you get your info. For Home Partners of America, the same thing. So, guys, you have your resource here. Please utilize them. I put the link to this newsletter in the chat. Should you buy or rent? We talked about this last week. These are questions you have to ask yourself. And one of the main questions are are you planning to stay for more than 5 years? Whether it's yes or no, can you handle the financials that come with and the budget that comes with the mortgage, taxes, and insurance? If you can, then you may want to buy as an investment property. If you cannot, then you have to rent for a little while until you become in a financial stable position. But you can even utilize programs just like we talked about, Divvy and Home Partners of America, so that you are able to have your piece of the American dream. You know, I know a lot of people, they want to own a home. And so that's one of the reasons why I got into the business. I was just like, let me help people. I've always been a person. I'm a servant leader at heart. So let me show people how to get this done. And that's, one of the whys of my business. I don't necessarily chase the money. I chase the people. How can I help you? How can I serve you? And then the money chases me. So that's my 2 cents. Looking for a community expert and realtor, that would be me. If you are someone that are in the market to purchase or sell a home, commercial, special purpose, investment property, or even land, I would love to assist them. I would love to answer any questions. I would love to give any resources that I have to assist them with a smooth real estate transaction. Most of all, I would love for them to allow me to represent them in their real estate transaction. So the last thing is to help my fellow realtors, my realtors that are thinking about getting into business. They're in the business. They're like, Trish, I'm having a rough time. I'm new to this, or I need a reboot and reload. I do all consulting and training services. I'm training industry leaders to dominate the market. So this too has a sign up link, and nothing in life is free. And I truly believe that if you put skin in the game, that you will have more of an effort to go about getting that task done and completed. And I say that from somebody who has to invest in their business educationally and all of that stuff. I have to go through training. I have a real estate coach. And so I'm giving and being the example of what I'm also doing. And so my prices are not astronomical. I don't believe, I'm not going to say I don't believe in it, but the things that you have the potential to do, sometimes all it takes is a person speaking into you in a light bulb moment. And so I try to keep my costs low to help people, because I understand too, when you're starting a new business, it's a lot of costs associated with it. I tell people I started using every free app first before I started paying for ads and being on Google and all of that stuff. Everything that I did was free. So I definitely don't mind teaching and showing people what I did to operate at the level that I do. And so that's why I provide consulting and training services. And that is it. This is the official Trish Sells ATL promo. You can see it on the YouTube page if you put in the search Trish Sells ATL. And that is all that I have for you guys today. Kim, you asked the question about the condos, using them as an Airbnb, not if they are not on the approved rental list. No. And then what I have noticed, and just giving you the skinny on everything, is that a lot of HOAs, they are having legislation and voting on not allowing Airbnbs. So it just depends on the condo and the community. But Airbnb, that's like renting. So they really don't want you doing that. Have to be approved for renting, so you have to come up on the rental wait list. And so once you come up, then you have to request permission to do an Airbnb if they allow it. Any more questions? Because Airbnb is essentially a rental, y'all. So that even if they're renting it for one day, one night, one weekend, it's a rental. Do I have any more questions? And I'm scrolling through the chat box. So that question, Kim, and most of the condo HOA communities. And don't think of HOA like, oh, they always want to tell somebody what to do. It's not that. It's because a condo is a community. They have to have somebody to manage everybody's best interests. And so that's what the purpose of a HOA community is. And I know some people have their stories. I live in a community where there's an HOA. So, I get it. I understand, but just know that it's for the greater good. So that's when you have to become a member of the board, or, you have to attend the meetings and all of that so that your interests are heard. You just have to be that person. So yeah, they're not there to take over or tell you what to do, but they're there to manage the community. So I have to go, y'all. It's always a pleasure. I wanted to make sure that I got this live out today. We've been consistent every Wednesday, so we want to stay on target. We want to stay on schedule. So please like our Facebook page. If you go to Facebook and you search Trish Sales Atlanta, please like the page so that way you are getting the alerts. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just search in YouTube, Trish Sales Atlanta. Follow us on Instagram at Trish Sales ATL. That's my handle for much of my social media, including Twitter, Trish Sales ATL. Follow us on Twitter. If you have any questions, you can always call or text me 404-819-4495. If you're wanting to schedule an appointment, I do have an online appointment scheduler. So I will send you the link. That's whether you are doing seller consultation, even if you have a question, just 15 minutes or 20 minutes or so. I like to carve out that time so that it's dedicated to you and I'm not in the midst of another task. So you can call or text me to schedule an appointment. And if you need to email us, you can email us at info@TrishSalesATL.com. Well, of course, it's always my pleasure. It is always my honor to be able to come to you guys every Wednesday and talk a little bit about real estate. I'm actually in my office today while I'm in between appointments. And so I thank you guys so much for being faithful followers, tuning in, for tagging, liking, sharing, and for referring me to people, y'all. Thank you. That's one of the greatest compliments that I can receive is a referral. So thank you so much for everything that you do. And I will see you guys on next Wednesday at noon here with your weekly Real Estate Chronicles with Trish Sales ATL. You guys have a blessed day.
Whether you're thinking about buying a home or selling a home,
Trish Sales ATL can help.
with the current Atlanta real estate market, buyer and seller opportunities are better than ever.
Thank y'all so much, but I'll take it from here. Sellers, this is your market. It's time for you to get off of that fence and put your home on the market and get it sold to my buyers who are waiting for you to list your home. I'd love to earn your business, so please give Trish a call at Keller Williams Realty Buckhead, 404-604-3800, or text or call 404-819-4495. Please also visit my website at TrishSalesATL.com. Let's talk about how I can assist you with achieving your real estate goals and making your dreams a reality.
List your house with our mommy at TrishSalesATL.com.